Tamil Nadu, it's a mixed bag. It continues to be a concern with cases on the rise. They've already, gone into a shutdown mode for multiple districts. There are complete lockdown days in Chennai, and then other relaxation days. There are 6 other districts that actually saw a 15-day lockdown period in between. All of this is only happening because there's been a sudden spike again. Unlike the northern states, Tamil Nadu did not see too much of a problem in March or April, but it did in June and even now. So here is what the data shows as far as Tamil Nadu itself is concerned, that the peak is projected to be delayed by about 15 days. Total number of cases on a peak date are projected to be around 53,000, similar to Karnataka, but the peak date has actually moved further ahead by 15 days. The R0 is largely being like a flat curve, so that's not really changing too much. And the doubling rate, which is, how quickly are the number of cases doubling and how many days does that take, that seems to be stabilizing, but it's not really increasing, which is what it should be right now. These are the basic numbers and statistics that we've got. Of course, if I just specifically tell you about Chennai, which has been one of the pain points for Tamil Nadu, Chennai is projected to peak, and then the peak was 5th of July, and then it's supposed to start coming down. So maybe for Chennai, we are already in that turnaround period. For some of the other cities, that may not be the case in Tamil Nadu. But it is still likely that Chennai continues to see over 1,500 cases even by September. And that's when it will begin to come down significantly. Let's say good evening to the panelists who are joining us as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. I've got Mr. V.A. Pugazendi, spokesperson for AIADMK, joining us this evening, and Arun Ram, resident editor of Times of India, Chennai. Mr. Ram, let me begin with you. What do you think really happened as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned? Lockdown in so many districts after the rest of India had begun to unlock. Was it that people were not being careful enough, or the authorities were not implementing the rules properly?
No, I think Tamil Nadu woke up to this challenge, to this reality that COVID is knocking on its door very late. Because if you remember, the neighboring state of Kerala registered the first case of the medical student who came from Wuhan, and soon followed by her friend. But those days, I still remember that the health minister, the health secretary, and all these officials were sitting pretty. They thinking that some invincible force was protecting them from the neighboring state. Even when diseases experts have been warning the health officials that any time Tamil Nadu could be sitting on a time bomb. So I think the problem with Tamil Nadu was that it tried to ignore the threat which was clear and present. I think the second wrong thing the government did was not being transparent. I've been saying this for a while. Even when there were large number of cases, we know for sure that some of the government hospitals were instructed not to register them as COVID cases. So somehow it was the Tamil Nadu government was trying to wish it away, thinking that it would just go away in a very Donald Trump kind of a way. They paid a heavy price for it when 2 clusters, not one, burst in Chennai, one being the Tablighi Jamaat cluster of what we call the export cases from Delhi, Nizamuddin. And the second one was a much bigger and a less contained cluster, which is the Coimbatore, the vegetable flower market cluster. So once these 2 bombs burst, I think Tamil Nadu started acting, but then it was too little, too late. So these were the lessons probably Tamil Nadu learned, but then by the time the numbers were in thousands. Till recently, Chennai and rest of Tamil Nadu, we were seeing like 4,000, 5,000 cases every day, when even 100, 200 cases in some of the states were giving the shock, sending shivers down the spines of people in Kerala and even Karnataka. It's another thing that now there is a role reversal. Karnataka is speaking when Bangalore is speaking when Chennai is coming down. So it seems that I don't think that Tamil Nadu or Chennai have learned many lessons, but I think the virus has run its course now, and it has to peak and it has to come down. If you look at the graphs of wherever the epidemic, the pandemic had peaked and come down, maybe the crest and the trough might be different, the shape might look different, but the pattern is the same across the globe. In Wuhan, if you see, it has gone up, and with an iron hand, the government brought it down by keeping everybody indoors. That could not happen in Chennai. So, off late, I think in the last 3 to 4 weeks, or probably a month or a month and a half, the lockdown, the last set of lockdown for the last 16 days have been effective. And I think the numbers we are seeing now, 1,300, 1,400, maybe partly because of that lockdown. Now, again, the reopening of the city, again, the results of which we will know maybe another 5 or 7 days from now. But I feel that there is already community transmission and we cannot wish it away. That is something the governments just refuse to accept. I think if the curve is going to come down and we are going to hit, in hundreds by September, it is because the virus has run its course. We have developed herd immunity thanks to community spread.
Okay, fair enough. In fact, let me ask, AIADMK to respond to that. Mr. Pugayendi, do you want to respond to what Arun Ram here is saying that, in the initial days is where we may have actually lost control of this battle?
Good evening to Mirror now. He's nicely reported this, Arun. I don't know. That he wants to tell the facts also, madam. The 15 lakhs tested was over. The highest in India, kind information. Compared to other states, 15 lakhs crashed now tested. When testing increasing, this is also increasing this positive cases. So once that Madras showed only 36, the upcountry 6 or something, totally 42. It was the stage. What you are asking is the correct. So now it is increased a lot. So now then we are seeing now past 4 days after the third time lockdown from the Chennai. So now decreasing the now 1,800 odd 4 days before, then 1,600 odd, then 1,400. Today excellent 1,000, nearly 1,200 something. This is the result we got it. Here it is very clear, madam. I am now saying this. It's combined responsibility of government and public. It is very, very important. Both door to door, we are going testing. So our ministers and all health officials on the road, because of that, 4 ministers infected, all positive. Today they are in the hospital, I believe or not. So day and night, the Tamil Nadu government is working, controlling the death toll. Kind information compared to Maharashtra, compared to Delhi and other states, we are very less kind information. But you are seeing that.
No, that is true, Mr. Pugayandi. You've not heard what I said initially. I said that. In fact, even the rate of infection, which is measured with R0 as a statistic, has improved for Tamil Nadu. I said that. Your doubling rate has stabilized. It's not increasing, which should be ideal, but it has stabilized. Yet there has been a significant jump in cases. I mean, for a fact, we can see that in Tamil Nadu at 1.6 districts went back into a lockdown because there was so much of a jump in cases. Even now, in many parts, people are not following the basic norms. My question to you is, are you saying the cases have only jumped because of high testing and for no other reason?
No, high testing, not only that. But my friend told this Coimbatore, one of the market suddenly opened, people gathered over there. Like that is not correct, because that opened the market because of the lockdown. One day we opened the market is correct, but we have not invited the people. So much people come over there and you join there like that, madam. That is unfortunate. The people rushed there, unnecessarily crowded over there. Not only that, this is very clear. Asymptomatic carrier. There someone bring and positive someone, we don't know that. This is the thing going on. Now only the 4 states, Chennai, Chengalpattu, Tirutani, Kanchipuram, Madurai and Tiruvannamalai. Except that, other states are showing only single digit, are you believe or not. Only these are more, the 5-6 states. If you bring control, then automatically we will be able to control. But we cannot say corona effect so many ways. It is going on now, how spread, airborne and everything is going. Now they are telling. These things are going on. Not only that reason, you are correct. So many reasons are there. People also reason for that. We are advising, we are teaching. Everything is going on here. Every tested centers in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu more we are having. The beds we are having. Everything we provided, arranged, food. Someone mentioned from Karnataka, economic things. I am telling you, we are nearly 7 lakh to 10 lakhs people getting everyday food. Food arrangements also one side going on. Ration also we are giving. Another 3 months people is getting the rations and everything. This is a thing we are controlling. We are working. This is the result we are giving.
Can I add something?
Okay, Mr. Aruna wants to come in and make a point. Go ahead, please. Yes.
No, I think the mistake we are making here, Mr. Pugareddy, I think nobody is holding the government guilty of having unleashed the novel coronavirus. I think this is a mistake sometimes the media makes, sometimes politicians think that, if I show you the numbers, now I will be held, I'll be in the dock. No, that's not the way. I am putting you in the dock. I am holding you responsible. I'm pointing a finger at the government for not giving out the statistics when they are there. In fact, the Times of India has done not 2 but 3 stories with numbers, with names of people who were dead. 214 of them, we had their case sheets, the death certificates, in which the reason of death has been written as COVID-19. But still, it did not make its way to the COVID death registry. So this is utter lack of transparency. We are not saying that the government is responsible for the death. All we are saying is own up. Just hold the mirror to society. Say that we have a big problem at hand, and together we have to help. And of course, all credit should also go to government and people on the field, the field workers especially. I think the positivity rate has come down drastically from about 25% last month to almost 12% today, as I look at the statistics. And now doubling time has gone up tremendously. A place called Rayapura, which was 20 about 2 weeks ago, it's 57. It's fantastic. But as I said, this is partly the credit to the government. Of course, nobody is going to grab the credit away from it. And only the reason why I'll come back to the point that the virus, as we understand it, the novel coronavirus, also seems to have run its course. It has had a threshold of number, the critical number of people where we have started developing herd immunity. I think that is where it's also going down. Of course, it's no reason for us to drop the guard, no reason to put a gun onto the government's head. But together, again, we'll have to fight it out. But own up, please own up, please be transparent so that people will be more aware and we can fight it together.
Oh yes, absolutely. In fact, Mr. Ram, though, for the point that you made about the positivity rate, just today we had the ICMR speak on it, and they said, well, the positivity rate often comes down because initially governments are only targeting the symptomatic patients and testing there, and then when you do a larger, when you scale up your testing and then you test a larger population, it automatically also comes down. But yes, as far as the doubling rate is concerned, there has been significant improvement. So there are some things that Tamil Nadu, with its strict lockdown in the last few couple of weeks, has done right, but we cannot let our guard down. That's the lesson we are seeing in many cities where we did open up and people didn't follow the rules, and the onus also is on the people to ensure that that happens, because if you don't follow rules, then the number of cases will come back. And then there may be a possibility that your state authority or your city authority decides to go back into a state of lockdown, which is not really something that any of us wants right now. Mr. Arun Ram, thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Pugareddy, thank you so much for speaking with us and responding to our questions on Tamil Nadu.